offering free shipping. So your margins change online versus in the store.
It is different. But there's definitely some overlap because I conduct the e-commerce business in my store. I mean, I can, the inventory is all there. Yeah. I'm picking from there. I would say that for me that there's the online shoppers sometimes buy different things than the store shoppers. For me, I have my own line of bras, and I try to pick products. If someone were to go to another online bra store, they may not be able to find the same mix of products.
I think for online, we've had one of the first Adidas and sneaker online businesses. We started in '94. Well, today I like it as an addition. The 30% that doesn't sell, I sell that online.
Oh, okay.
So,
so it's a way to funnel through some of your inventory.
Excellent.
Just to do that, because you have to decide whether you want to be an online business or whether you want to be a brick and mortar. Doing two at the same time, it's good, and online is good. My UPS rates were just going up.
Oh, interesting.
And I said, hold on a minute. What do I want to do in my life? What I want to get the people that come into my store, develop a relationship with them, a personal relationship.
Now, do you think that people shop with you online because they've been in your store and then they return and they shop because you have an online presence?
Yes. I think it's also keeping in touch with tourism. You have people who visit, they love the store and they love the aesthetic and they just love everything about it. You're still able to deliver that to their front door by having internet presence.
I have people who thank me for having a website. I mean, just so they could, I think like what Elizabeth was saying, that they could actually kind of look at the site, determine whether they want to come in and what products. I mean, people come in with printouts, like, oh yeah, I saw this, I wanted to look at this, and they do their homework before they come in. So it helps their shopping experience, I think.
So how do you maintain your inventory? Because that's critical, I would think, for any retail store.
If someone takes from me, I take their wallet, I take their shoes, I go to the police department. I go to the police and come back.
No, but that's an issue. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because that's an issue. How do you guys maintain, your sense of humor and everything else when those things, because that happens, right?
Yes.
Do you experience anything, what would you just call it? Theft?
Yeah, people take things.
Yeah, people just take things. Kleptomaniacs are people who are just out there on purpose to buy, what do they call it, 5-finger discount?
Yeah. It's part of the business though. It's part of retail. You have to know that it's
budget for it.
You have to
Definitely.
You have to budget for it. And you have to expect it to happen. And then you have to go, I think, into management. I mean, Gus has his
techniques.
Right. I'll take your shoes and I take your wallet and then I take you to the police.
I think, you have to understand your neighborhood, understand who's coming in, what kind of level of threat it is.
After a while, you have a sixth sense of the person who's coming into the store.
And I know my inventory very well. So every time I come in, I'm looking around to see
if it's still there.
Yeah, if it's still there, if it's sold, if it, making sure that there's record of it.
That's important. Inventory control, I think that's critical. You'll be surprised how many people do not have a good idea of their inventory. How do you plan to manage your inventory? What do you know about merchandising?
Open to buy. My experience in the past, I definitely make sure that I know what my top selling categories are, I know what my top selling items are. When I go to market this weekend, I can go to market with an idea, knowing that dresses are 40% of my business.
But you stick to the open to buy budget for
pretty
much.
Pretty closely. When I opened the business, that was the one thing that I could control was the inventory. Everything else is like, okay, construction costs went up.
As a retailer, what do you do to keep your brand or to differentiate your store from other stores that are coming up? Because I think that's important because people will steal your identity.
Oh, yes.
Right.
I've seen a lot of it.
Yeah, so what do you do? Yeah, what do you do to keep your brand? Because it's all about your brand and your image, right? This is who I am. This is what I'm representing. This is whatever it is that your brand represents. So how do you maintain that?
think just really always staying true to who you are and